This is a video log for my English 1202 class assignment on the things that I have learned about the writing process thus far. First thing I'd like to stress is the importance of making sure that with any argumentative writing you have plenty of evidence to back up what you're saying. Without evidence, the thesis goes lacking and cannot be proven one way or the other. To be convincing, that evidence needs to be accurate, relevant, representative, and sufficient. It is important to be careful not to distort evidence, to quote it out of context, to slant evidence, or make unfair appeals. While these tactics may influence some readers, it will end up alienating your audience for the long run. The other thing that I have learned that I have found very important is editing and proofreading my writing before I submit it. The reason this is important is because often while we're typing and thinking, we may have misspellings, typos, grammatical errors, mispunctuations. We may actually leave out words. We might use the wrong word in the wrong context. We may forget to cite a source. And so many other things that can happen when you're in a hurry to try to get this paper done so that you can get it in on time to be graded. So taking the time to proofread it before you submit it is very important, because then you'll see the mistakes that you may have made and can go back and edit and correct them. Also, you can find out if it reads well or not. There's been several times where I've read, even in published books, and something was worded inappropriately, or they had a misspelled word or something. I always wondered why, before it went to publishing, that was not corrected. So, as a writer myself, I'm trying to remember these things that I'm learning in my classes, because I know it'll make me a better writer and maybe even a better teacher in the future. So again, I say, make sure that your evidence can be proven. Make sure that it's factual. Make sure that it's relevant to the topic you're talking about, not just current, because just because it's current doesn't mean it's accurate. And just because it's not current does not mean it cannot be relevant to your topic. Make sure that it's sufficient, that there's enough detail in the evidence that you're using to back up your thesis to prove what your thesis is. If your evidence is not accurate, relevant, representative, and sufficient, it can actually end up doing the opposite. Rather than proving your thesis, it can disprove it. This is the end of this video log, and I hope that you learned something. God bless, and have a good night.